How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to tell you exactly what's in my crypto portfolio. Now I'm recording this on the last day or one of the last days of March because I'm actually going to be at the Bitcoin conference in Miami while you're watching this. So some of the numbers might be slightly off depending on if we go on a massive bull run or if we fall down in price or if one crypto takes off. And I do plan on making a couple small purchases, but everything should be about the same by the time that you see this. So I want to give you my opinions on my portfolio, why I like certain cryptocurrencies, why I've been trimming, why I've been adding to different positions. And because we're talking about all these cryptos in one video, I'm going to cover my top 10, but I can't get into as much depth as I would if I was to do a specific video for these different cryptos. That's why you can follow me on the channel, hit subscribe, and you can see some more of these cryptos in depth and what's happening in them. If you guys have a specific crypto you want me to talk about or one that you think I should be holding that I don't hold, let me know in the comment section. So last thing, if you guys are looking for a new broker, or even if you're not, I would highly suggest checking out the link underneath the video to Blockfolio. This is through FTX, and they have some of the cheapest fees out there. They give you free crypto on trades over $10, and you can track a bunch of different portfolios in this one spot. They have a really easy to use interface as well, and I just really like it. Of all the different apps I use, this is one of the best user interfaces, and again, with those cheap fees, it is really important. I really like them, and they're one of the portfolios or one of the apps that I use to hold crypto in my portfolio. Now, let's get into it. Number 10 on this list, and I have a little bonus at the end. I'm going to show you how much I make off stablecoin yield as well. But number 10 on this list is VGX. So I have maybe a few other small cryptos outside of these, but they're basically nothing in my portfolio. So VGX is number 10. They are a small holding for me just because I want enough to get the loyalty bonus on Voyager. So if you don't know what they do, they are the loyalty token of Voyager, the app, and when you hold it, you get extra percentage boosts in yield on Bitcoin, stablecoin, and on Ethereum. Now, they also give you 7% a month in VGX tokens. I recently cut this position down. I had about 5 times as much, so there's about 2% of my portfolio, but they just have been having a very difficult time trying to get over the hump in price action, and they're running into some regulatory concerns similar to what happened with BlockFi, where they're going to have to probably cease and desist some of their interest accounts. And that might be a short-term thing. Maybe their loyalty program kicks back up, but I'd rather just invest some of my crypto or some of my money in other cryptos, because remember, you always have to look at the risk reward. Just because I sell something that you like doesn't mean that I dislike it. It's just that I see a better opportunity somewhere else, and I only have a fixed amount of money. So I'm keeping the amount that I need to get some of the loyalty boosts, and I have a little bit. It's not exactly the amount, so you can't work back the exact amount of crypto I have, but it is enough to give me that loyalty boost. Now, I also hold 1.4% of my portfolio in Cardano. I've gotten a lot of hate on this recently because of the fact that Cardano went on a little run after I sold half of my position. I still hold some of it. I still believe that it could do well, but you have to remember, everyone that's giving me a hard time, well, Solana is what I put the money into, and Solana's done really well recently as well. So I hold Cardano still, but they've been having a hard time. They're not as promising as a lot of other cryptocurrencies that I hold. At least that's what I think. They don't have the follow through that some of these other projects have. So I still hold a position, but they're not my favorite crypto as of now. I also hold Phantom. Phantom fell down in price a lot recently because of their lead developer leaving the project, but I still think that they're a great project. They have a ton of total value locked for the market cap, and they still run a lot of different dApps. So I think that they're still going to be a good long-term hold. It's just that they've been hit hard recently. Then I hold Sol. So Fantasma, this is the smallest crypto I believe I hold in market cap in this top 10. It's a smart contract NFT layer 1. I still think that has a lot of potential, and it's kind of my play on the metaverse and gaming cryptos. It did really well and then fell about 80%, maybe 70%. But I held, and I even added a little bit on the way down. It's a riskier play to me than investing in some of the bigger cap layer ones like Ethereum and Solana, but I still think it's a good risk to reward if you want to take a look into it. BNB is the next one that I hold. No one talks about BNB on YouTube. I think it's because it's not flashy or anything like that. It doesn't get the views, but they have several burning mechanisms. They're used by a lot of newer projects, and they have the biggest exchange out there. I still think it's a good hold. I've just held BNB for a long time and just leave it in one of my portfolios and just stake it to get some passive income. Then I have Luna too. Luna is one that I've been adding just over the last few months, and I'd love to add more. It's just at all-time high. So I was able to buy some of the dip, and I do dollar cost average into Luna. I think it has such a good thing going for it with the connection to UST, and the fact is it's about to flip. UST is about to flip 30 billion in total value locked at the time of this recording, and they're backing Luna or UST with Bitcoin. So I really like them for the long term. I think that they're going to appreciate a lot in price, especially as UST becomes more and more used. Then Matic is my next holding. Layer 2, layer 1, whatever you want to call it. It's a great low cost blockchain, and I still have used it several times. I'm not running transactions on it all the time, but when I have used it, it's very cheap. It's 5 or 10 cents to run transactions. It is growing a lot in usage, and almost it seems like so many different dApps are using it and different websites are using it and integrating it. The usage is just going off the charts for Matic and will continue. Then Solana is my third largest crypto. I've been adding to this one heavily over the last couple months as well. I really like them. It's just so fast, so easy to use, and compared to something like Ethereum, it has so many more transactions per second. Ethereum's around 20 transactions per second, I believe, or 12. I think it's going to go up to 20 after the merge, and now Solana's at 50 or 60,000, so it can run programs and dApps and functions that Ethereum just isn't capable of as of now. And then next I have Ethereum. Ethereum, even though it's slower and clunkier than a lot of other blockchains, it still has the most run on it. It's the most well respected. It's been around the longest, and they are going to transition to Ethereum 2.0 here soon. I know it's not called 2.0 anymore, but it's just easier to call it 2.0. They're going to merge here soon. They're going to go to proof of stake. They're going to become deflationary, and that means they will become more and more rare. If they can scale up and actually perform more transactions per second, a significant amount, I think that will be really bullish. And then Bitcoin. I have over 50% of my portfolio in Bitcoin. It is censorship resistant. It is the hardest asset out there. What can I say about Bitcoin? I talk about it every single day on the channel. So that is the majority of my portfolio, and I want to keep it around 50%. I realize that I could get higher upside in bull markets if I have more of these other cryptos, but I think a 50% weighting towards Bitcoin is a great thing. Also, I do have some stocks that are crypto related, some that are exchanges, some that are just straight up plays on Ethereum or Bitcoin. And then I also hold MicroStrategy as well. So I hold ETH, which is the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, and then GBTC, which is the Bitcoin Trust, then MicroStrategy, and then, like I said, a couple different exchanges. And then just the bonus here, let's take a look at some of the stablecoin bonuses I get. The largest amount that I get is through Anchor. I have about $26,000 a year that I'll make through Anchor as of now. They haven't changed the rates yet, but that means I get about $2,200 a month. Through BlockFi, I get about $3,300 throughout the year, which is about $273 a month. And then Voyager, I'll get about $1,000 throughout the year based on what I have in there now, which is $80 a month. And FTX, I just get $1. I don't have much stablecoin in FTX, but you can see that's over $30,000 a year. So if you're thinking you need a massive amount of crypto, you don't. You can make a good amount just through stablecoin yield. Now, of course, these carry their own risks. Do your own research. This carries risk. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor, all that. But those are the cryptos that I feel strongest about. And again, I see that there's some more upside in some of these altcoins than there is in Bitcoin or even Ethereum, but the risk is lower in some of these mega cap crypto. So that's why I hold more. And of course, we're going to be in different situations. Maybe you have 10 times as much money as me. Maybe you have 1/10 the amount of money as me. And we have different goals too. So my portfolio might be a little bit more conservative or a little bit more aggressive because of our age or risk tolerance or what we have and what we're trying to achieve in the future. So those are the cryptos that I feel good about holding. Now, again, check out the link to FTX underneath the video. There, they will save you probably hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars in transaction fees over time, and you get that free crypto on every trade over $10. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.